Good morning, good evening, everybody, depending on which continent you are. So we have been doing this for quite a few times already, together with Anssi and with Kaija, and normally with a guest from somewhere. Evidently, this year, we decided to be actually for the first time both Kaija and me together with Anssi. So we still continue the setup of a triptych to work with our students. One very important and decisive fact of this masterclass or workshop has been the fact that we do have a concert at the end of our séjour, which means that for composers and for players, it's a real thing. It is, of course, a workshop, but the result of it is a concert. And especially for composers who normally walk around and think about music and they try to find inspiration, and they are used to spend months, sometimes even years, to achieve a work. This time you arrive, you might have some sketches, you might have something in mind, but next day from the beginning, you have to present music to our players because they are nervous and anxious of getting something to play for the concert, which means that you need to step out of your comfort zone as a composer, and of course in some way also for a player. And I've been speaking over the years now with alumni how they experience that. And for many of them, it takes you out of the sort of normal routine that you are used to work in, which means that you open up your artistic creativity. You go for something, you try to find new solutions. You are free to sort of invent something that you hadn't thought about before, and you have to do it because next day, if you spend all night composing, which we many times had composers sitting all night there working, next day you can listen to what you have achieved, and you get feedback from us, and you get feedback from everybody. And that's another aspect of this that has been so fruitful, I think, that we all are there for a dialogue. It's a dialogue for us. I feel always when I'm in the creative dialogue that I get creative in the way that I almost find myself in the role of the composer, and we have been very open-minded in the sense that we say things that we think, and we of course encourage people, but we also criticize, and all this is going in the direction of a concert. And I'm really so happy and relieved and proud even that despite of this year with the complicated situation we do have, we are all now in a concert, and this is a real-time concert, and we can produce pieces. These are all first performances of other student composers, and of course for Kaija and me it's a luxury to be in a concert like this with our wonderful players. And I think for the players also, seeing what composing actually is about and being part of the process is a unique thing. So I am very grateful and happy that we can continue to do this, and let's continue.
Particular spring has brought us to look for different solutions. I was happy to, in spite of my little bit limited brain and time, to be part of these sessions. And in fact, it's very nice. We never worked together. I worked so much with Anssi, but never with Magnus. And I've enjoyed all these encounters and met new young talented people and hear very nice performances. But for me it was also very interesting to have the sessions with Magnus, and simply because this has never happened. We know each other for so long time. Well, we all know that this concert doesn't replace a real concert. but I'm still so happy it does happen. And often I'm surprised how much we can communicate on internet, and there is so much trash and unnecessary things, but I'm really happy that this week we could all meet and exchange ideas. I also learned a lot from you. Thanks.
Thank you very much.